Good morning, guys. I just wanted to share with you a sunrise in Ireland, which is will be about 5 o'clock and 5 minutes. And as you can see, the moon has risen about, I think, 4 hours ago, 4.5. So there's the moon. This is without any digital zoom, just optical. Hello. The sad story, in my opinion, is today no one is really looking up anymore. People are only looking at their smartphones, and then they are stupid. Hey ho. There's so much beauty in nature and the creation. That's what it is. It's the chemtrails from the planes poisoning the skies. Look at that. Look. Yeah, the atmosphere. So you know the sun is less than 3,000 miles above the Earth. Yeah, the Earth is geocentric, it doesn't spin. At least I've never felt a spin in my life. So the Antarctica is actually an edge around the Earth, just like a circle. You would think of a dinner plate, you know? Yeah. And on the edges there's an ice wall. It's about 300 feet tall. That is Antarctica all around. You can do a circle, yes. You would think the North Pole is in the center, and the continents are spread around it, and that's how you do a circle. You go west or east, doesn't matter, because if you go north, every single time you get to the center of the Earth, you know, and if you go south, you can go any way south, doesn't matter. Wherever you go south, you'll end up in on the edge, you know, like on a dinner plate. So many people are awakening. There are more than 6 million videos on YouTube now of flat Earth proofs and that. There's books like 200 proofs of the other side and so on. Like so many books now coming out, you know. Because like in 1900s, the scientists wanted to change it to the reality, because you know in 1500s Columbus and these all assholes and assholes wanted to change it, you know, because there was a big argument between church and the state won the battle, you know. It was just more about power. So they introduced that notion that the Earth is a ball, which is not. You know, they didn't even have planes 300 years after they said it was a ball. They couldn't even prove it. Yeah.
All the planets, none of those are globular, no?
There's no globe. You know,
all the planets, are they round? Are they all?
Oh no, the planets, they are wandering stars. They are actually luminaries. They're luminaries because I can show you. I think I have here a picture of, for example, picture of Jupiter. No, it's the first star you can see in the sky. Actually, very bright. You can see its moons, and they are translucent. No, really, people are waking up, really. With all this government lies and all this crap, you know, people are waking up now. Not taking that anymore. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
It should be higher up though.
Yeah.
I saw a fox this morning.
Have you?
Yeah, just when I got out of the car.
Alright. Nice.
It was a bit made, you know. Look at that.
Yes. You know, this footage of from airplanes. Look at that split now. Amazing. Footage of airplanes where you see the sun actually below the airplane. That is amazing. And people nowadays look at their stupid smartphones, they are brain dead, you know?
Yeah.
They don't look at the sky anymore.
I know, yeah.
They've forgotten the sky exists, you know?
Like, I bet people are still in bed, they're missing this.
I was surprised yesterday myself. I was like, seriously, like there's no one here, like, you know?
And it's the only spot really because it's blocked by the island.
It is, yeah. From elsewhere, isn't it? Yeah.
Feeling the tide is get wet.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it. And sometimes you can even see clouds behind the sun or behind the moon. Really, you know? I'm from Slovakia originally. 10 years.
Ah, you're Irish then.
Ah, not yet. Not yet, no. Well, technically, no, it's a third of my life, so yeah, but not yet.
More than 25% you're Irish.
Well, it is, yes. Hey ho. I'm getting a filter for welding. You know the glass filter?
Huh?
I'm getting a filter for welding.
Welding?
Yes. You know, you need at least grade about 14 just to record the sun. And you know, actually during the daytime you can look up at the sun and around it, you know, and you will see the stars. Believe it or not. So do you know why the sun shrinks from top to bottom and never from the sides, on the sides? It's because it's really close, and if you think about it, I think it's a flat disk just like the moon, you know? Because the moon is translucent. Sometimes you can see... Yes, you can see actually sometimes stars through the moon at night, you know? You can see through it. And it's been recorded by astronomers so many times, you know. It just doesn't come up to the news, or, you know, it's not really... They don't want you to know the truth, you know, that's the problem.
So did they
I don't think so, no.
No?
No.
Oh, let's go.
No, you know actually what? NASA did a mistake. In 2014, they released a video. They are making a new project like a capsule. They wanted to launch into space just to investigate how strong the radiation was. You know, the Van Allen belt, they say they are about the Earth. And so they actually said, well, you know, because we have not been further than the low Earth orbit ever. So they want to measure how strong it is, you know, the radiation, because it would kill humans. Well, how the hell then did they solve the problem and they went back and forth 14 times, you know, to the moon? It was all done in a Hollywood basement, that was it, you know. It hasn't aged well at all.
I've never heard all this.
It was in the TV, yes, but I've seen so many things in the TV and they are not true, you know. And today the technology they have, so the CGI, you know, and the computer graphics, it's amazing.
How have they roped so many top scientists in on the conspiracy?
Isn't it amazing?
How have they done that?
Isn't it amazing?
I don't understand that.
It's incredible, really, you know? It's incredible.
They're all signed up for the conspiracy?
Well, imagine...
Every physicist...
They wouldn't even know. That's the problem, you know? All the teachers, they just don't know. They're brainwashing the kids, they just don't know it, you know? Because it's common knowledge, but how do you know? You know, if you ask yourself the question, how do I know? But you just don't know. You cannot prove it. NASA is a, you know, military organization.
On the drone photographs, it's the horizon ground.
Because they use the fisheye lens.
Oh.
You know? They don't use these lenses, they show the truth, you know? And actually, there's so many people now, they are launching balloons, with the balloons, you know, into the air, and putting cameras on it. From 70 miles, it's flat like a pancake, just like the water.
Wow.
Flat. That's it. You know, and as I will show these fake pictures, seriously.
Well, how come you can't see for 6 miles out?
The distortion of the atmosphere, you know, is actually water, you know yourself. It's just like water, but it's not so dense. That's what it is. And actually, from my window in Swords, I can see the mountains, which are about 90 kilometers away, which is about 60 miles away. Only in the morning or in the evening, it has to be very, very clear, you know? You wouldn't see it on a ball, it would be like, I don't know, 5-6 miles below the horizon, you know? It's impossible. Yeah. I mean, the moon is flat for sure. It's a disc only, and you think about it as just like a disc, just like that, and you're looking from the bottom, and it's spinning like this, and this is how it's twisting every single time. You know, because you always see only one side of the moon. You never see the other side. There's no other side. You know, you have a picture, and it's twisting like this clockwise from our perspective.
The maps I've seen, you have a map on one side, and a map on the other side. The other side is wrong.
Made up. Nobody. That's, you know, that's just made up. It's cartoons. That's what it is. And people swallow it, you know, all of it, because they have no way to verify. You know, the space is militarized by NASA. They close off the space and they close off the edges. You know, actually, there's no possibility to travel to the South Pole for human beings unless you have a special permit or unless you are super rich and you only go to the edge, that's all it is. You don't go further. And you know why? Because the sun is, you know, now it's going to summer.
Yeah.
In Australia there's winter now.
Yeah.
And that is because you have the Earth, North Pole in the center,
Yeah.
and as the sun travels, depends which time of the year it is.
Yeah.
It's sometimes at the what is called Cancer or Capricorn, you know, tropics of Cancer or Capricorn,
Yeah.
and that's how it circles. That's how you have. It's going to be
That's only true.
hot now because it's closer to us, you know, and in winter it's more away from the center. That's why you have hot weather in Australia then, you know.
That's just the earth spin.
Stationary.
It doesn't move.
Not a bit, no. For thousands of years the stars haven't changed, you know. And they will tell you the Earth spins 1,000 miles an hour, and then they will tell you the sun is traveling together with us 666 satanic number million miles an hour, and then the galaxy is traveling through space 1 billion, 500 million miles an hour. Really? I mean, seriously, and there's constellations, in thousands of these, they have not changed a single degree. So I don't know. How can it be true? And I don't know, do you ever do night photography?
Yeah.
Have you done time lapse?
I've seen them. I have.
That's how the trails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how they move. They just move. They are fixed. It's like a projection.
Yeah.
You know, like in a stellarium.
But
So
they
it is.
go around. They spin like this.
About the northern star, you know,
Yeah.
they circle.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, that's what they do. It's magnetism. It's like an electric universe, you know.
I
It's
have to read up on this. I've never heard of this.
no, really, it will blow your mind. All your life being lied to, you know. It's unbelievable. It has blown my mind anyway. I haven't slept for 4 days when I came across it, you know.
when did you start believing, or when did you find out?
It was about a year ago. I was, you know, because I have not watched TV for 10 years, like since I came here. Like news, politics, I just couldn't care because all the crap, 99% is bullshit.
It doesn't affect you.
At all, like, and there's all the negativity. I don't need that. I'm sorry, you know.
I agree with
Don't
that,
care.
right?
So it's all lies. So hey ho. And I was just getting my news from YouTube or from the internet, you know.
Yeah.
And so one day it was recommended to me, you know, because I was so much into space, you know, until I realized it was all fake, but hey ho. So I came across a video that was saying, is the Earth flat? And you know, since you are a child in school, we are programmed and conditioned to dismiss it immediately.
Yeah.
People look at you, no, it's not true, but they don't even know the ball model and how wrong it is. It doesn't make sense, you know. And so I came across a video, I think it was by Eric Dubay, you know.
Yeah.
It was called something, I don't know, like 200 proofs the Earth is flat, you know. I go like, alright, hey ho, you know, what is this guy on about? So, you know, I was watching it, and then I started to search on YouTube, and at that time, a year ago, there was about 5,000 videos, and now we later there's 6 million and more and counting, you know.
Wow.
And people are doing videos and tests, measurements, you know. It's incredible. And so I was the atheist, you know, because I stopped believing in God, and I was raised as Christian, you know, with my family. And Slovakia is very, very heavily Christian, you know. But when you realize the church are all Jesuits and Satanists, you know, they are there just to wash the money. That's what it is, you know. And they don't tell you the truth. So actually, I opened the Bible when I was researching the flat Earth for the first time in my life, actually, you know. And I read, and it's a flat Earth book. It describes a flat circle. It describes how the Earth was created, the stars, what they are. They are luminaries. And there's one guy on YouTube who is making videos through this camera, the Nikon. You know, it has the huge zoom, 83 times zoom optical, and he puts the filter for welding during the daytime, and you see spheres, which are actually stars. You see stars during the day, but because of the sun is illuminating so much the sky, you just don't see them. And you see them. And you know, on NASA, on their videos, they never show stars because it's not possible to do because it's so complex. And people know nowadays, they know that you have programs for stellariums. You can see where the stars are. It's so impossible to create.
Well, how far are stars away?
Really close.
Are they?
Just above us.
So this thing that they're long dead, millions of years dead, all the rubbish?
Do you think with this camera I can zoom in on a star and see it twinkling? It's like suspended in water. You know when you have light in a pool? That's what they are. They are changing colors. They are like living beings, you know? Really. And you know,
your videos are flat earth.
Flat earth. If you type in flat earth, you will need to set the filter to 1 day, and you will get hundreds of results.
But your videos?
Yeah, my channel is called Flat Earth Photography. Photography, yeah. So I just started making videos like 2 or 3 months ago, I think. But there are so many people who have done so much work and so many tests, you know. They haven't?
They haven't come for you in the white coats to take you away and lock you up.
Actually, someone was trying to hack my PC a few days ago. But I have an Apple, so they sent me exe file, you know, which is for Windows, so I couldn't care less, but hey ho. And they are really meeting the views, you know. See the moon, beautiful, isn't it?
Oh yeah. This is a lovely morning.
And
I looked at this morning.
Yeah.
This bird is flying across now.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And I'll go left, go on, keep going.
Hey, come on, a bit lower, can do it. Yeah.
I'll have to drop a few in.